Good afternoon and Jai Hind everyone. We are all discussing about the changing role of public sector. 5 points I have already discussed. Today I will discuss the sixth point, that is the government policy towards public sector since 1991. Means what is the policy of government towards the public sector since 1991. In 1991 we all know major economic reform, that is new economic policy was also came, that is LPG policy, liberalization, privatization and globalization. This you have already read in class 10th economics also. So the government of India introduced the four major reforms in the public sector in its new industrial policy. Means new industrial policy was came in 1991. In that four major reforms means changes was introduced at that time. First reform, reconstruction and revive potentially viable public sector units, PSUs. Means those public sector units which become sick, to reconstruct them and to revive them. Second, close down the public sector units which cannot be revived, which cannot be reconstructed. Third, bring down government equity in all non-strategic PSUs to 26% or lower if necessary. Means government shareholding in non-strategic public sector units should be reduced only to 26%. And fourth one, fully protect the interest of the workers. Means to make the policy in the favor in the interest of the workers who are working in the industries. Now, in order to achieve these four objectives, these four you can say the reforms of new industrial policy 1991, to achieve all the four above mentioned objectives, what are the elements or what the government did at that time, what are the steps which the government took? Only two steps we will discuss today. First is reduction in number of industries reserved for public sector. Means earlier those industry which are totally reserved in the hand of the public sector, now they are reduced. In the industrial policy resolution 1956, 17 industries was reserved for the public sector. However, government reduced this 17 industry to 8 industries in 1991. Means in the resolution of 1956 there were 15 industry which were totally in the hand of public sector. Now it was reduced to 8 industry in 1991, and finally then in 2001 only 3 industries, atomic energy, arms and rails and transport. Means atomic energy, arms and ammunition, means defense and railway. These three sectors are only reserved for public sector. It enlarged the area of operation of the private sector. Enlarge the operation of private sector means now in maximum areas private sector they are working. Public sector they are reserved only for these three industries. Second, because the objective earlier I have already told you to reduce the government equity. So for this there is a more focus on privatization. The public sector played a very important role in the economic development. We all know, yes, public sector play a very important role, but private sector is also capable now of contributing substantial to the economic growth. Earlier only public sector were majorly controlling the economy. Now the primary sector is also able to control the economy, to manage the economy, to provide facilities to the public at a large. So both are complementary parts in our economy, both public and private sector, because our Indian economy is a mixed economy. So both public and private sector they play a complementary parts. That is, both are needed. Complementary means both are needed. They are not substituted. They are complementary. Both are needed for the progress of the nation. Both are required. The role of public and private sector is both are important. Private sector focus on private sector focus on public responsibilities also, like roads, electricity supply, power, water supply, then hospital, schools, all these. public sector must focus on achieving more in a highly competitive market. So private sector, they are also playing a very important role. Hospitals like Reliance, we have a in Mumbai we have a hospital, that is Kokilaben Hospital, which is very renowned hospital, and one of the India's very most you can say it is a very good uh, hospital of Reliance Group of Industries. And like this, so many private sector, they have their schools also. Reliance, they have a school in Bombay also. So private sector, they are providing education, they are providing medical facilities by opening hospitals, and you can say electricity supply, even the communication supply also. Communication, like Reliance Industry, they are also providing communication services. So like this, first is reduction in number of industry reserved for the public sector. Earlier it was 17, then reduced to 8, and then from 8 only 3 industries are now reserved for public sector. Now in every other sector, private sector, they are playing most important role. Second, what steps took by the government to achieve the above mentioned 4 objectives are: disinvestment of share. So many students, they asked me, ma'am, what do you mean by disinvestment, earlier also, because I used this term before. Disinvestment means selling a part of the whole share of public sector enterprise to the private sector. Part of the means it should be more than 50%, either even if it is 51%, but it should not be, it should be more than 50%, not 49%, more than 50%. So when any of the public sector, they are selling a part of the whole share of public sector enterprise to the private sector, it must be more than 50%. The aim of disinvestment is to raise the resources and to involve general public and workers in the ownership of these enterprises. Means when public sector, they are selling a part of their share to the private sector, their resources, they are transferred to the private sector also, ownership also transferred to the private sector. And it was also expected that this investment would improve the managerial performance, because private sector, they are more effectively performed and they are more disciplined. So managerial performance should become also would also become more effective, and there would be more financial discipline also. And the primary objective of privatizing the public sector, now what are the objectives of privatization, why there is a need of privatization? So you write only 2 3 from the given points, because rest of the points there is no need to write. Like second one, reducing the huge amount of public debt and interest burden. So to reduce the government debt and the interest burden of the public sector, privatization is important, because private sector, they also help in reducing and paying the liability of the public sector. Second, C1, transferring commercial risk to private sector. Commercial risk now transferred to the private sector. Earlier it was bear by the public sector. Now when the public sector enterprises become privatized, now they will become the risk. D1, reducing government control on such enterprises. When PSUs, they converted into private sector, then government controlling is reduced, more controlling is of private sector. So to reduce the government control, this is one of the objective. And the last is discouraging monopoly of public sector. Earlier there was a monopoly. Monopoly means a single control of the public sector. Like telecom sector, there was a monopoly of the public sector. Bharat Sanchar Nigam is one of the PSU, public sector enterprises, which was providing communication facility. But now there are so many private enterprises also which providing communication facility. Like we can say, talk about the Reliance also, they are providing a nationwide communication services. In order to provide more choices and better quality products to the consumer, more privatization would be focused. So this is all about the objective of disinvestment of shares, means converting the PSUs into private sector enterprises, more shareholding in the hands of private sector to improve the managerial performance, to improve the financial discipline, and the objectives also are discussed. So these are the two steps which the government took to achieve these 4 objectives, major reforms. All these 4 major reforms I have already told you. And what are the steps which was took by the government? Now this we are discussing. So the changing role of public sector means public sector become more dominant. So the role of public sector become more dominant. We are discussing that, and in this the sixth point is government policy towards the public sector since 1991. Whatever policy government framed since 1991, they are towards the public sector. Okay, and in this new industrial policy the four major objectives are given. To achieve that four major objective, what are the steps of the government that we are discussing? Okay, two I have discussed, and two more remaining that I will discuss in my next class. Hope I am able to clear all this point, and if you are facing any problem then please ask me. Thank you and Jai Hind everyone. Take care.